Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Kessie Newman and I'm an energy healer. And I'm here today to do a reading for you all the way from Australia, if you are somewhere else in the world. Today, it is going to be a healing as well as a card reading, because this is what I do. Oh, and it's 11:11 a.m. here. So how wonderful is that? So today we have 5 cards to choose from, and I'm using the deck. Let me just get it. I'm using the deck, The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. Beautiful cards, absolutely beautiful cards. I love working with these cards, and actually really good for healing as well, because they have, specific words. It's just a one-word answer. And so this will give me an idea of what needs to be healed for you. And we're going to do that healing session as we go. So I'd just love you to, before you choose a card, let's close our eyes and take 3 deep breaths through our nose and just permeate that breath throughout our whole body. Ready? In, hold the breath and just send the breath throughout the whole body, and exhale. And again, in, sending the breath throughout the whole body, feeling your energy. Exhale. One last breath. And just sending that beautiful energy throughout your whole body when you inhale and exhale. Now, I'd like us to go up to connect to source energy. So let's go up about 300 feet in the air until you feel like you're connected to the light and to source energy. You might feel the energy, you might see the light, you might just know the light is there, you might hear that the light is there. Whatever works for you, connect to the light, connect to that beautiful source energy. And I want you to bring it back down throughout your whole body. Send that light throughout your whole body. Swirl it around your heart. We're connecting it to our heart. Now we're going to go down into Mother Earth, into beautiful Mother Gaia, into the center of the earth. And there's a beautiful light down there, whatever color it is for you. And I want you to draw that energy back up with you, back up into your body. Swirl it around your whole body, swirl it around your heart. Now let's permeate that light and that energy outside of our body, 360 degrees all the way out past the room you're in, past the home you're in, past the town you're in, past the country you're in, out throughout the whole world and out into the universe. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Now we can do the beautiful energy healing. So as you can see, there are 5 cards for you to choose from. Number 1 here has the beautiful blue crystal in front of it. I don't even know what these crystals are, to be honest. I just grabbed them. I know this one's the rose quartz. Please let me know what they are. I'll look them up after this so that I can tell you. The beautiful black crystal there with white in it. I don't know what that one is. It's gorgeous. I don't know if that one's tourmaline. And the citrine. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whichever card resonates with you, feel into it, trust your intuition. The first one that pops into your head is usually the correct one. So whether you go by numbers or crystals, colors, whatever works for you. So now we're going to choose, I'm going to do number 1, and I'll put the timestamps in the comments below. And let's go. So this one is denial. And I'm just going to spin it around because I feel like that's the correct way. So denial. So if you chose card number 1, what are you in denial about? And denial, what are you fearful about? What's coming up for you? Let's just clear that now. I'm just going to ask my spirit team to step in to do this powerful healing, clearing, and activation for you. And if you're listening to this, whenever you're listening to this activation and this healing will work for you, even if it's on a replay in any time, space, or reality. So we're here today to clear any fears coming up, any fear of self, let me tune in, anything that we're scared to see, we're scared to look at, the fear of not feeling safe, the fear of not feeling safe to be yourself, not feeling safe to be seen. Let's clear this. Anything in the way of clearing this, please cancel, clear, delete, unstory all of this through all space, time, reality. Thank you. Let's just clear it. Let's clear the base chakra. Let's clear that. Let's cut any cords to anyone that this is to do with. Let's cut any cords to parents, exes, ex-friends, ex-business associates, anywhere where we feel guilt or we feel like we've wronged someone. Please clear this right now. And let's replace this energy with responsibility, self-responsibility for our part in it, for not putting our boundaries in place. And let's just have compassion for ourselves for not putting these boundaries in place for ourselves and not putting ourselves first, wanting to be nice. And let's clear that guilt and that shame around that right now. Yep. And let's just bring in after that the compassion for ourselves and why we acted the way that we did. And just, I'm going to ask Spirit to show you any insights that you have right now about this. Now that it's been healed and replaced, this denial. And please, it's time for you to be gentle with yourself. This isn't about you being wrong. Let's clear, I need to be right, any self-righteousness. This isn't about you being wrong. Who made you wrong growing up? Let's clear the throat chakra. It's not safe for me to be me. It's not safe for me to speak, be seen, be heard. It's not safe for me to be authentically me. Let's clear all of this now. Let's clear any fears, any doubts, any self-sacrifice, any self-sabotage going on right now as well, I'm getting. Let's clear it all now. Clear the crown area. Let's really get you back into your body right now. Get you back into your heart space. Let's clear any walls that have been placed around your heart, any barbed wire, any safety and security measures that you've placed in there, any armor. It's safe for you to clear this now. It's safe for you to release this now. It's time for you to soften, put your boundaries in place for yourself lovingly. All that it was is that you didn't put yourself first. You're the ever unfolding rose. So I want you to just really feel that compassion for yourself, that understanding for yourself, that deep love for yourself and for that inner child inside of you that went through this experience that you went through and had all these feelings and that is now in denial. Yep. Let's clear it. Let's just see ourselves for who we truly are and let's embrace our shadow. Let's embrace all of us and be kind to ourselves and just notice that any shame or any guilt or anything like that can be looked at with compassion and that all you were trying to do was to be loved. It's not your fault. So let's let go of that now. Yeah. Let's really step into your true power, your true destiny, your true purpose in this life. And it's time for you to step into that now. It's like I can see you, Archangel Michael's coming in and putting a cloak of protection around you. And I can see you really stepping into becoming that person and that beautiful human that you can be proud of and that you really desire to be, how you really desire to feel about yourself. You really desire to feel that love and pride and expansion and excitement for your life. So let's just really anchor that in. I'm activating that into you now, that expansion, that growth, that love. Feel that now. Let's bring in the light frequency, the light language to heal this for you right now, whatever needs to be done. And I want you to really anchor in that feeling within your body right now, that true love, that true purpose. You're here in this pivotal time of life, and you decided to come back here during this beautiful time. And I want you to accept it and love it and appreciate it. Take a big deep breath from your heart. Okay, that is card 1. Now we're going to do number 2, grief. Okay, everyone that chose number 2, the rose quartz, this grief. Let's heal this grief that's inside your heart, inside your lungs. Grief sits in the lungs. This could be grieving a child, a loss of a child. It could be grieving, just picking up in the field right now, just the grief, the actual death and grief of others, but also the grief of the loss of yourself and your sense of who you desire to be. The grief of regret as well, of not really stepping into who you desire to be and the life that you desire to live and the way you desire to feel in your life as well. And it could also be grief of losing money, a business, whatever that grief is. Let's heal it now. Yep. Let's cancel, de-story all of that across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. And it's really important to grieve, to allow ourselves to grieve and to feel and to just trust ourselves and to not shove down the emotions. And if it's something that we're grieving, that we've lost, a business or not a person, but even a person, let's really look at and appreciate their life, appreciate what you've learned, appreciate what they brought to you, whatever it is that you've lost, what you learned, what you got from it. It's like gratitude, like we're just really desiring to really feel the grief and really feel the sadness and allow yourself to feel sad. But we're not going to hold on to the suffering. You see people for years and years and years and years suffer, and they sit in the suffering and they're not living. It's like when someone that's close to them dies, part of them dies. So I'm just going to call back all those parts of them that died, all those parts of you that died when this person or these persons in your life passed. Their soul is still with you. They're still with you. They never left. So that I just want you to know that right now. And also, let's call back all those soul fragments so that you can be whole and complete again, so that the message that I'm getting is for you to love, start living again, and to really start enjoying your life and find that passion and creativity. What do you love to do? Find something that lights you up. Because when we are in the suffering and we dwell in the suffering, it is that victim mentality. Poor me, I miss them, I'm lonely. Or, if it's a business or money that we've lost, poor me, it's really that different energy. And there's a difference between grieving and sitting in the suffering. So by no means am I taking away anyone's grief. I lost my best friend a few years ago, and so I definitely feel it and I understand it, but she is with me. So I just want everyone to know that that person, that special person that you lost, and those people that you lost, they are with you, and they really, they're on your spirit team now. So just ask them to help you and speak to them and connect to them and fill your heart back up with that love for yourself. So I'm just going to clear any suffering, any grief, any regret in there as well for you. And it's just time for you now to live again and get passionate about life again, get passionate about connections again. And let's again break down the not feeling safe to love, not feeling safe to connect to others deeply because they might die. Let's clear any of that away, please. Yep. Thank you. And it's safe. So I really want to anchor in, it's safe for me to love. It's safe for me to love myself. And this is such the important part of filling our heart up with the love for ourselves first and foremost. So we have a full heart. And yes, we grieve missing that person. But when you start talking to them and connecting to them again through your heart, the missing does go away. The missing does leave because your energy, you feel filled up again with that energy and that connection to them. And when you think about what they achieved and how they made you feel and the person that they are, and let that light you up and take on some of that energy within yourself, you feel yourself up again. So I hope that touches you in the heart and really activates you to start to live your life again with wild abandon and love and pure joy. This is a time to get passionate about your life, to get excited about your life, start getting out into nature, really connecting back to the earth, connecting back to yourself, connecting back to things that really light you up and excite you. And if that's nothing right now, then ask that loved one to send you what excites you, send you a passion, send you something. Yeah, they're there to help you, and your spirit team are there to help you. They will help you. You just have to ask. They can't help you if you don't ask. It's not their job to do things. You need to ask. That's why prayer is so powerful. You're asking for help and you're giving thanks at the same time. So we're not always just asking, taking. We're thanking. We're having so much gratitude for our life right now. And then we're also asking for their help because we need it. So I'm just going to do one final clearing of the heart, letting go of those barriers around the heart, the lungs. Let's just do a full healing on the lungs. It's safe for you to feel the grief. It's safe for you to be loved. It's safe for you to love yourself. Your soul, your spirit never dies. It's always connected to this person or this thing that you loved. And you are good enough. You are enough. You are loved. Anchor that in. Take a big deep breath. Card number 3. Trust. Where are you not trusting yourself? Where are you not trusting yourself? Number 3, where are you not trusting that you've got this, that you can do anything, that you don't need anything outside of you? I can see you looking outside of yourself for the answers, looking outside of yourself for confirmation, looking outside of yourself, to help you to be fixed, to, something outside of you. You have everything that you need inside of you to live the life that you desire, to live a beautiful, juicy life. Yeah. Everything that we desire in our life is because of how it's going to make us feel. We want a beautiful car because it's going to make us feel cool or sexy or free or wealthy or whatever it is, successful. So bring in that trust. It's time for you to start trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting life, trusting the universe. You know, we have the universal laws. They are law. So let's do a healing right now and a clearing on not trusting yourself, not feeling safe to trust yourself. I'm just going to do a clearing of the brain, the mind. You know, your mind is always there to keep you safe. It's its job to keep you safe. So let's just clear, you know, the proof that the mind has. See, that didn't work last time. Why are you doing that again this time? Or who do you think you are? Or whatever it is that the mind is saying. Don't, you know, you're not good enough for that. Whatever it is, a lot of the time it's your parents' voice becomes your inner voice growing up. So let's stop that. Let's stop that now and let's start bringing in the trust, letting go of the doubts. Every single day, those doubts pop up. Every single day, those fears pop up for me and for every human being on this earth. If anyone says they don't, they're lying, because that's our brain's job, to keep us safe. So the doubts, the fears come up every day. It's our job as a human, as a soul, to remind ourselves, in trusting ourselves, in loving ourselves, in reminding ourselves, I believe in magic. I believe in miracles. I believe miracles happen to me every day. Miracles are normal. And the more that we can sit in the gratitude for what we do have, we're going to attract what we would love. Because when we're focusing on loving what we do have, love attracts more love. If you want love, give love. Feel love. Feel love for yourself. Give the love to yourself and you will attract the love. Yeah. If you want to feel successful, if you want to be successful, feel successful and turn up as that person. Even if you've failed in the past, it's time to let go of, but in the past, I made this mistake or this happened, or it was just a lesson. There's no failures, there's only lessons. So it's time to start trusting yourself, trusting your inner guidance, trusting your inner voice, trusting your spirit team. Start talking to your spirit team more. God, you know, they're there to help you. And yeah, it says, my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I trust that. So it's time for you to really start sitting in silence every day, not trying to stop your mind, but just observe your mind and see what thoughts and what messages come through for you. It's always a quiet little niggle, the quiet little voice that's there for you to listen to. So practice every day, even if it's for 2 minutes, just sitting and connecting in with yourself. Do that, what we did at the beginning, connecting to the source energy, connecting to Gaia energy and feeling that, getting rid of the busyness outside of our mind and our brains, and start trusting yourself that you've got this, that you weren't put on this earth to live like this, to live like a slave, to keep doubting yourself. The only reason why you don't have what you want is because you don't trust yourself. You give in to the doubts and the fears, and it's time to every day bring it back. I trust myself. I trust the universal laws. Like attracts like. Who am I being? I'm attracting all the time. I don't need to try to attract. I'm already attracting. So who am I being? That's what I'm attracting. If I'm focusing on my fears and my doubts, that's what I'm attracting. Yeah, if I'm focusing on certainty and trust and loving myself, and most of the time, just being in the moment, being grateful and all of that, it's practice. It's practice. So I'm going to clear a lot of this energy for you now. I'm going to clear the not trusting myself, clear that childhood wound, go back to then, and let's just clear it from that moment forward, clear it in the DNA, and let's just clear all of it. And also, again, like whoever made you wrong, clearing that, teachers, parents, through no fault of their own. It wasn't their fault that they did this, but it was our perception at the time. Let's just clear all of that. And it's safe for you to start trusting again. And same deal, really putting in your boundaries for yourself, always putting yourself first, no matter what. When your trust has been broken, you didn't have your boundaries in place. You didn't put yourself first. You put all these expectations onto someone else. No one can break your heart or hurt you. It's just that we give our power away. We give our power away to other people. So bring that power back to yourself. People can disappoint us, sure. But this is really about you trusting yourself and honoring yourself and being kind to yourself. Yeah. So let's clear all of that stuck energy, all of that pain, all of that resentment, all of it. Because the first person you need to forgive and trust is yourself. And then it will allow you to help to trust others as well. Yep. All right. Take a big deep breath, put your hand on your heart. Let's do one final clearing with that card. Okay, let's move to number 4, change. What are you avoiding with change? What are you scared of with change? You know, life's always changing, life's always moving and flowing. So what are you trying to keep the same? What changes do you desire, but you're too scared to go after? Let's clear that. Let's clear the fear of failure, the fear of success, clear the fear of success and the fear of failure. Let's clear that. Go back to the time when you perceived that you failed. Clear that energy. And let's flip it and let's actually go for failure. Let's try to fail. Let's aim for failure. And because failure is lessons and expansion, but staying the same and staying stagnant really is the failure. So it's when we're trying to avoid pain, avoid failure, avoid anything, and we're just staying the same, you know, that's just stagnant energy. That's actually failure. And when we try and avoid anything, we're actually having the failure at the same time. Whatever we're trying to avoid, we're actually feeling anyway. We're funny little humans, aren't we? So let's just clear the fear of change, that change is scary. It's not safe to change. So it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So let's just clear any stuck energy around the feet I'm seeing. The fear of moving forward, like so you're stubbing your toe or something like that. And it's like, you know, like it's like one thing after another happens. And it's kind of like when you're stuck at the traffic lights and you get a red light and then you get the next red light and you're really in a rush and you just start getting more and more angry. And so the more and more this stuff comes up at you, right? So it's really about clearing that. Sorry, I'm just going to spray. Clearing that energy. I'm just going to clear this energy for you. Yeah, and just really focusing on what you do want. Stop looking at what might happen. It's like when our imagination starts going on a tangent and thinking what might happen. Well, that's just our imagination. Thinking of the worst case scenario. What if we used our imagination to look for the best case scenario and the most magical thing that could happen? Because that's the exact same thing, but one is focusing on what we don't want and the other is focusing on what we do want. And so let's just embrace the change. Let's get rid of all of these fears around change. Let's cancel, clear, delete, destory, all of that. Thank you. Yep. Awesome. Thank you. Let's clear any childhood fears of change, things that happened in our childhood when things changed, the fear of abandonment, the fear of loss, the fear of losing. Let's just heal all of that, clear all of that. And sit with that inner child and allow them to feel that and be with them during that, all of those feelings, you know. That poor little innocent child made it mean something about them, whereas it wasn't actually about them at all. Now that you look back, it was just your perception at the time because you didn't have all of the information, because as children, things are kept from us, aren't they? So let's just see, you know, what we learned from that experience and how we grew as a human, and it's made us into the person that we are today, and how wonderful. We wouldn't feel the way we do today. We wouldn't be the person and the human that we are today, all of our magic and all of our glory, without that experience and without that, you know, that thing that happened to us. So let's just clear it today, and all of them, whatever they were that happened. Just going to ask Archangel Michael to step in and just to cut any cords, clear any of that energy, remove any psychic hooks, any grids, anything that's siphoning our energy. Just clear that now. We rebuke it now. Any soul contracts around not changing, not moving forward, not stepping into our true power, we rebuke them now. We cancel these soul contracts with whoever it is that needs to be cancelled, and we do this now, powerfully and swiftly. And I want you to really anchor in, it's safe for me to change. It's safe for me to step into my power with love. And feel that in your heart. Feel stepping into your power with love. Always putting yourself first, no matter what. You know, as children, we're taught to be nice, to be kind, don't be mean, don't be rude. But we'd rather be rude and mean to ourselves and not to other people. We're never mean and rude to ourselves. We're not doing anything to anyone else. We're just being kind to ourselves first and foremost. So when you put a boundary in place and say, I'm sorry, you don't even have to say sorry. Thank you for the invitation, but I'm going to say no today, but thank you. Please ask me again, or, you know, depending on what it is, of course. But when we come from a place of love and just say, you know, that's a no from me, but thank you, appreciate it. We can say it with love and kindness, you know, because it doesn't mean anything about them. It's just that you don't want to do it. So let's start putting ourselves first with love. Treat ourselves like that best friend or that lover or that our own child. Would you, you know, want your child, if you have a child, to experience that? But we'll allow ourselves to experience it. So let's really anchor in, bring in that joy, that joyfulness, that excitement for our life, that playfulness, that laughter, that humor. Let's lighten up. Bring in that beautiful light energy for this one. And really, let's just activate the cells and the lightness and the playfulness and the inner child playfulness in our life, because things are just way too serious. And let's anchor that in and activate that now. Put your hand on your heart and take a big, deep breath. Okay. Number 5, the last one. Ooh, abundance. So where are you blocking your abundance? Abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of money, wealth. Where are you blocking your abundance? So let's just clear all of that now. It really is the same frequency. Not allowing yourself to receive. Let's just clear. I don't allow myself to receive. I'm just clearing that for you now. Yep. And also, after we receive, not feeling worthy of holding on to it. so that we spend it and give it all away. Let's clear that now. And let's bring in that self-worth, that self-love, that self-respect. And let's get rid of the guilt, the shame. Who am I to have it? And let's really anchor in the more money that I have, the more people I can help. Just really anchor that in, and let's clear comparing your money, that glass ceiling, like comparing your money to what your parents earn or have earned. I can't out earn my parents. Let's clear that karma, and let's clear the DNA with that. I'll lose love if I get more money. Let's clear that. I get love when I stay small. When I stay poor, I receive love and support. Let's clear that right now. Let's get rid of that. Let's de-story that. Clear, delete, de-story that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And let's really anchor in the more money that I have, the more people I can help, because money's just a measurement. Money's just energy. So, it really is just a measurement of how you feel about yourself, self-worth, and also how many people you can help. So let's just really anchor that in. It's safe for me to have a lot of money. Anything that's not that, let's cancel, clear, delete all of that across all time, space, dimensions, and reality right now. I'm a limitless being. Let's anchor that in right now. It's safe for me to have all the love, all the money, all the wealth, all the success, everything that I desire. I'm worthy of everything that I desire, and I desire it simply because it is. I always have everything I need, and everything else I just desire because I'm grateful, and I have so much gratitude in my heart for everything that I need. I am provided for already, and I just desire more. And it says I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So let's just clear any resistance to that. Please, Spirit team, every human listening to this right now, let's just clear the DNA and really activate in the frequency of abundance in every aspect. Clear any blocks that need to be cleared today in the DNA, in the body, in the mind, in the soul. Remove any soul contracts that are there that are not helpful for us to live on our highest timeline. Let's shift onto our highest timeline and clear anything in the way of this right now. Again, let's clear any doubts, any fears. The only thing stopping you from getting what you want, like the last card that I read, is your doubt. So clear the doubt, clear the unworthiness, allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to be in overflow. We don't earn money, we don't own money, we just receive it, and we give and receive. It's a measurement, it's energy, it just is. So it circulates. So I always have more than I need. I always have so much more than I desire. I'm always in overflow. And let's just clear any resistance to these statements right now. Let's really activate in the wealthy human. The more money I have, the more I can help others. I am kind. It's safe for me to have money. Money in my hands is like the best investment. When I live a life that I love, with kindness, with self-love, and with generosity to myself and to others, the world's a better place. And I really want you to anchor that in right now. Clear the base chakra, clear the chest, the heart, the solar plexus. Do a massive healing and a full soul activation on that right now. Really anchor in the human that you desire to be. From this day forward, you can be that goddess or that god for yourself. You are. You are the one that you've been searching for. And when we feel it, when we be it, we will see it. So it's about us standing in our sovereignty, standing in our power, believing that miracles can happen every day for us, believing that our desires are there. They're there. They're done. They're done on that highest timeline. It's just up to us to become that person, to feel those feelings of abundance as often as we can and take the desired action. Really connecting into your intuition to ask your intuition, what's my next step? What feels exciting and expansive for me in this next step? And when you get rid of the noise and the clutter and stop comparing yourself, clear any comparing yourself to others, that gets confusing in your brain of what should I be doing? Look at what that person's doing. Maybe I should do that. When you sit in the stillness and meditate every day, and in meditating, just silence, stillness, and listening to your thoughts and just listening to, what messages are coming through. It's not about clearing your thoughts or analyzing them. It's just observing them, and then more will come through, and that will be your intuition and your spirit team speaking to you. And yeah, let's just do one final healing on that right now. Whoa, that was a big one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that session today, and I would love you to hit the like button. It needs to be a love button. And please, please, please subscribe and hit the bell notifications. I'll be doing videos every single day for you. And please let me know what type of videos you enjoy the most and what types of healings and readings you would love. All right. Have a great day. Bye.